I wish I would have avoided. Today, I am going to share them with you. The number one money mistake that I wish that I would have avoided, number one is credit card debt. Why do I say credit card debt? Why do I wish that I would have avoided credit card debt? I admit that I used my credit card for things that wasn't a emergency. For example, a car repair, that's an emergency. I used my credit card for stuff that really wasn't a emergency. So that's how I started to accumulate credit card debt. So what I would recommend now, anyone, if you have a credit card, only use it for emergencies, or if you plan to pay your credit card off before the end of the month. So that's one mistake that I made, is having credit card debt. And also, I am a homeowner. So, when you become a homeowner, you have maintenance, you have lawn care. So, I would recommend that anyone that has a home, if you're becoming a homeowner or if you're thinking about becoming a homeowner, it's not good to have debt, because that money that you pay on a high interest credit card, you can use that money to pay for repairs on your house. Yes, as a homeowner, we are going to have repairs. You may need a new roof. Being a homeowner, you just never know when you're going to have to fix something. So my recommendation is that if you are a homeowner or if you're thinking about it, do not get into credit card debt because it's easy to swipe that credit card and then say, hey, I'm going to pay it off when I get home. And then you don't pay it off that month, and then you keep doing the same thing over and over and over. So I would say avoid credit card debt if you can. And before you put something on your credit card, ask yourself, is this something that I really need? Is it a emergency? For example, if you going into Walmart and you want to buy a box of cookies, you really don't need those cookies. So don't put it on your credit card, even if it's cookies that's under $10. Don't do it. The number two thing that I wish I would have avoided about money is not budgeting. Hello, everyone. I don't believe in just going with the flow. I wish I would have budgeted earlier. What do I mean by this? Have a budget for everything. If you're going to go shopping, have a budget. Just do not go into the store with a buggy and just shop. Before you go shopping, have a budget. Hey, I'm going to go into my favorite store, Burlington. Set a budget. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to spend $200 at Burlington. And I am not going to spend over $200. So it's so good to make sure you have a budget for everything, because if you go into a store, even if you go grocery shopping, it's good to have a budget before we go into the store. Then that way, when you come out of the store, you won't feel guilty about overspending. Because I admit I have done that before. I went into the store and I came out like, oh my goodness. So it's also a great thing that we have a separate account for spending money. We pay our bills, when we pay ourselves, we pay our bills, and then we put in a separate account our spending money. And then that way, when we go out, you don't have to worry about messing with your bill money. You don't have to worry about getting overdraft fees. Just think overdraft fees are $35 is what some banks charge. Someone asked a question we use was meant as a debt with the banks. Yeah, okay, I understand that. Number three, I wish I would have built a emergency fund. Why do I why is that so important that we build a emergency fund? It's so important that we build a emergency fund. That way if something happens to us, if we lose our job, if our car breaks down, we need to have a emergency fund. Especially if you are a homeowner, it's so important to have a emergency fund. That way, if something happens, you can go into that account and pull the money out. We don't have to worry about trying to go get a high interest loan if our credit is not good. And then we don't have to worry about trying to ask people for, money that assist us. Because I know a lot of people, I talked to a couple of people, and some people, they don't believe in putting back and saving. But when every time something happens, they don't have the money. And I'm like, I understand, times get tough, but some people they make the money, but they they may not just know how to manage their money. So I'm not saying that you have to have a lot of money, but we just have to know how to manage our money. And we can turn things around after, after we have got into credit card debt. It's only temporary. We have to think positive, think that, learn from the lesson, and figure out what caused us to get into credit card debt in the first place. And it's so important that we sit down and we look and see what are our expenses and how much money do we have coming in each month. Because sometimes it may not be that we're not making enough money. It could be that we have a lot of debt. So it's so important that if we have credit card debt, it's a great idea that we come up with a plan of how we can um, get out of credit card debt. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I definitely appreciate it. My mission is to help everyone reduce financial stress. It's so important that we come up with a way of how we can pay down credit card debt, because when we are in credit card debt or we have a lot of debt, it can cause health problems, it can cause family problems. So, my mission is to help people reduce finances, stress, because remember, health is so important. I know that we're going to have health problems, but if we can reduce financial stress, that is that's my mission, because I want us all to be healthy and to live live a long life. And just think about it, a lot of people stress, it affects the way some people sleep, It can cause heart attacks, it can cause strokes. So that's my mission. And I do one on one consultations with people. If you click the link in the description, I will be happy to help you. And we just have to think of ways that we can get out of debt. And look at your schedule. For example, I work a full time job. It's good to come up with ways that you can bring in extra income, but look at your work schedule and see what ways can you bring in extra income, like maybe doing a side gig. But whatever you choose, make sure it's something not gonna that's not gonna like overwork you. So if you work night shift, of course, when you get off, it's that you need to go home and go to sleep, get your proper rest. But just find something that's flexible with your schedule that you can do that will help you bring in extra income to pay off your debt. And that way, come up with a plan. It won't happen overnight, but you just have to think positive and think that, hey, this is only temporary. Thank you everyone for joining my videos. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and you tell everyone about my channel, because my goal is to help people build wealth so we can save money for retirement. It's so important because remember, money, it matters. Don't let anyone, some people feel like you're wrong because you want money increase. It's nothing wrong with wanting money because money matters. We want to be able to save for retirement. We want to be able to build wealth. We want to be able to help our parents if something happens to them. Because I see it today, a lot of people, their parents get older, and a lot of people have to become caregivers for their parents. So money, it does matter, and it's nothing wrong with us wanting to change our financial situation. So if you are financially struggling today, you can turn everything around. It's so important that we budget. I have my budget journal with me right now, and I take my budget journal with me everywhere I go. So every week when I get paid, I before what I do, I'll look at my paycheck, and then I'll look and see what bills are due. And then I'll go ahead and I'll pay those bills, and then I'll pay myself also, because this helps you budget, and it increases your credit score too, because I know some stuff, it sounds simple, saying, okay, hey, I'm gonna pay this bill, but just think about it. A lot of people don't pay their bills on time. The money is there, but they just don't pay it on time. So this will help a person's credit to increase if we pay our bills on time. Something so simple we often forget, because I know life is gonna be busy and life is going to life. And I offer one-on-one consultation. Just click the link in my description. And I also have a 15-minute consultation free if you want to click the link in the description to see if we'll be a good fit. And I'll be able to help you on your journey to get out of debt. Um, I'm available to assist you um, during the week and on the weekend. You'll have my personal phone number, so you'll be able to contact me anytime you want to. If you need something, you'll be able to reach out to me. So you'll have direct contact to me because I want to help as many people as I can get out of debt and reduce financial stress. Because this is one of the best gifts that I think that I can do to help people is teach them financial literacy. The reason why I do it is because I'm helping families, and then I'm helping families, and then you're helping their kids, and then the people after them. It's just a gift that I think is just it's priceless of helping someone build wealth. So click the link in my description to hit that subscribe button. I want to say thank you for everyone who is joining me on this live. I really do appreciate it, and I wish everyone success in this live. But click that subscribe button and follow me weekly. And please share this video with anyone that wants to get out of debt, they feel stuck, and they want to turn things around. I'll be happy to assist them. But hit that subscribe button and follow me now.